If the muscles in your feet are weak, everything above them will suffer. Your ankles, your knees, your hips, and even your lower back. Hi, I'm Dr. Matthew Stay from National Pike Chiropractic, and today I'm going to show you the 3 best exercises to help fix your feet.
These exercises are intended to help you build strength. They should not be painful in any way. If you are experiencing pain, you are advised to discontinue immediately and seek the advice of a qualified medical professional.
Our first exercise is going to be what we call toe pro exercises. Now, these exercises are designed to target the small intrinsic muscles of your foot for better stability. Now, to do this properly, you will need to purchase a toe pro, and you can get one of these from humanlocomotion.com. They are $70, but if you're serious about rehabilitating your feet, then this is necessary, as it is specifically designed to improve the strength and function of the muscles of your feet and toes. Okay, so you got your toe pro. We're going to start with a warm-up by placing your toes on these lower ridges first. Okay, so you'll have your toe pro next to the wall, and we can warm up with just one set of about 20 reps here. So what you'll do, you'll get your toes up to those ridges, the smaller ridges. Heels stay on the ground, hands are up like this. We're going to straighten our entire body, keep our ankles, hips, and spine locked. And we're going to lean forward towards the wall as far as we can go without actually touching it. And at this point, we're going to take our toes and vigorously push them down into the foam. And we're going to maintain that push for about 3 seconds and maintain it as we come back away from the wall and then release. And that would be 1 rep. And we'll do that, like I said, about 10 to 20 times as a warm-up. So just kind of go through a few reps here, and that'll kind of get those muscles of the feet and calves to start firing there. Then once we are properly warmed up, we will go into the exercise phase, and that's where we're going to move our toes onto this upper ridge here. It's going to kind of sit like that. So for here, we're going to go like that, back to the floor, to the wall. We will start with our feet rolled outward so that we're lifting those inner arches up. Hands will be on the wall the entire time. So here we are. From here, we're going to go up on our tiptoes, and as we go raise up on the tiptoes, we're going to roll into the inner foot and then vigorously smash those toes down into the foam. And it'll go like this. Here, smash, 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 hold for a few seconds, and then slowly lower, maintaining that push with your toes. Roll back onto the outsides of your foot, and that will complete the rep, and we'll do that again. And just starting off, it's not a bad idea to maybe start with 2 sets of 10 with the goal of working up to 4 sets of 20. Now for the first set, you will do with your legs straight, and then for the second set, you will do with your knees slightly bent. And this will help to engage all the various muscles of the foot and lower leg. And as you build up to the 4 sets of 20, the first 2 sets will be done with your legs straight, and then the second 2 sets will be done with your knees slightly bent. And then when you're done with that entire routine, wherever you're at with that, whether you're doing 2 sets or 4, we can finish with a nice stretch with the hands go on the wall. Again, roll into the outside of the foot to raise those arches, and then just simply push your hips back into a hinge position. You'll feel a very nice stretch going from the hamstrings down into the heels. And that's a great way to utilize the toe pro to build strength of the intrinsic foot muscles. All right, so our second exercise in building a better foundation is going to be a great exercise for our posterior tibialis activation. The posterior tibialis is a muscle that helps to really support the medial arch of your foot. So to do this, we're going to get a loop band. We're going to place it around the forefoot of the foot we intend to treat, and the other loop's going to be anchored into the ground with in this case, the left foot. So here we are. I've got the left foot holding the band against the ground. The band is placed around the forefoot of the right foot that's crossed over my left knee. I'm going to hold my knee down here for stability, and I'm just going to roll my ankle and foot up as if I was just attempting to look at the bottom of my foot. And again, you should feel good action through here, which is where that posterior tibialis muscle is. And we want to control the band, not let the band control us. 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps twice a day for best results. All right, so our last exercise here for a better foundation is going to be end range dorsiflexion, and this comes from the McKenzie method here of end range loading. And so with dorsiflexion is simply the action of bringing our toes towards our shin, okay? And it's a movement we don't typically get a lot of, at least at the end range position, so this is a good way to do it. Now there are several ways to perform this. My preferred way is just simply getting a nice strap, a non-elastic strap, and all you're going to do is you're going to actively move your toes in while assisting pulling with the band. Okay? It's literally that simple. We can do, about one set of 15 reps every few hours is a pretty good way to start here, and then you can start tapering down as things get better. This will feel very much like a calf stretch. But again, the goal is to create this end range dorsiflexion movement here at the ankle. All right, and there are other ways to perform this. You could place your foot up against the wall, keeping your heel down on the floor, and just kind of drive the knee towards the wall. You could stand up on a step with the toes on the steps and let the heel drop down to create that motion. Again, it'll feel like a good calf stretch, but the goal again is to create that movement of the toes going towards the shin. Give that a shot. Healthy movement starts from the ground up. If your feet aren't functioning well, it could have dire consequences for the knees, hips, and lower back. If you are experiencing foot pain, call National Pike Chiropractic today and let's get your foundation fixed.